Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Sagittarius for the month of May. So I'm going to shuffle your cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, the first card is in the here and now, the present situation. What's going on around you at this time. And your card is the Queen of Swords. Okay, very positive card. Okay, very much relates to you. Okay, and it's very much about you gaining this laser sharp focus. Okay, it could well be that your heart is being controlling the situation. You've been wearing your heart on your sleeve. Someone has been taking advantage of your good nature or taking you for granted, okay? But things are changing now, because before, like, you try to let go and move forward, and then you would slip back into your sea of emotions. But now that the mind is in control and you've got this laser sharp focus, okay, it's like you know what you want, yeah, and then you go for it, okay? The universe will fill in the details to actually get there, but you know exactly what you want, okay? You kind of got the direction set. Yeah, and then you'll just go towards it. That's the overall feeling here. It's also something here about you drawing a line in the sand once and for all. You know, it's like enough is enough, okay? You've tried one way, it didn't work, okay? And then you tried another way, it didn't work. But now you're just using your mind, you're just focusing on what you want, and you're going towards it. Yeah, I mean, the card in the crossing position is the Queen of Pentacles reversed, okay? I get quite a lot with this card. I do sense there's someone around you who's trying to pull the rug from beneath your feet, okay, trying to trip you up, okay. It's like you've made this decision, okay, it's a right decision, okay, it's to use your mind, your mentality, and just go for what you want. And is some negative people around you who aren't happy with that, okay. They want you to fail, okay, but really their words really can't change anything. It does make you feel frustrated, okay, but the feeling is that they can't actually do anything, okay. If you want that, then just go for it. That's the overall feeling here. And you will get like these nagging thoughts and also these nagging words from this person, but other people as well. But the feeling here is to carry on just the same. And in fact, in spite of what they're saying and in spite of what's happening, it's actually going to make you stronger. Yeah, and then eventually all these nagging words of those around will become like water off a duck's back, or like a sort of walk in the park. It'll be so easy to deal with. It'll just like click and then move forward, you know. But at the moment, it's kind of pulling you one way and then pulling you the other way. But you will get used to it, and you'll learn a way to handle it. And it could well be that you cut ties here, or that you deal with the situation differently. So more recently, I've got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. Could well be that you kind of sort of step back from a situation here, okay. It's like you felt kind of sort of bogged down with what was going on. There was like this wall pulled over your eyes, a lot of kind of sort of smoke and mirrors, okay. But you kind of sort of stepped back and you could see things for how they really were, okay. Then you decided to actually use your mind around this situation, because again, there's a strong sense that people have been taking advantage of your good nature, kind of sort of taking you for granted. So stepping back, the wall comes away from your eyes and those smoke and mirrors just clear. But more recently, it's very much this feeling of you getting out to the thick of things, okay? You putting on your glad rags, okay? Doing what you want to do, okay? Doing your interests and your hobbies, okay? And enjoying yourself, because you were kind of giving yourself to somebody or people around you. But the more you gave, the more they seemed to take, okay? But now the less you give, the more they're going to give you. That's the overall feeling here. It's about you kind of sort of stepping back, which you've done, yeah, just stepping back from them, the situation, and then you kind of sort of change the energies, okay. So rather than them or the situation controlling you, you start to control the situation, okay. So really it's just thinking about yourself now and just enjoying yourself. That's the way it's kind of sort of been, and that's the way it's going to be kind of sort of moving forward here, and everything will come back to you in equal balance. Yeah, I mean, initially here with the Six of Swords reversed, it does show that things often, well, they are going to get worse before they get better. Okay, it's a strong sense of things kind of sort of reaching rock bottom, and then the only way is up. It's like this transitional period which you're going through. It's like you've made this decision, you're readjusting your path, okay, towards what you want, But when you readjust your path, it does cause a lot of disruption and a lot of challenges. People aren't happy with it. It throws up all types of thoughts and emotions within yourself. A bit like you got this lorry, you know, it's going down the motorway and the driver realizes they're going the wrong way. They need to turn around. It causes a lot of disruption, a lot of challenges. But once it turns around, then it's full steam ahead. And I feel that with you. There could be cancellations or changes around travel plans here. I'm also sensing something being revealed here. Something's going to come out of the woodwork. I'm getting like a whole can of worms, which leaves you in no doubt, you know, that it's time to move away from this situation. So in a sense, it's a good thing. Even though it's unpleasant, it's actually good in the sense it leaves you in no doubt that there's nothing to go back to. Yeah, I mean, the goal here is a death card, okay, which is you wanting to let go of the situation. You've tried, but in the past you were kind of sort of pulled back into your sea of emotions. But quite clearly here, with using your mind and this laser sharp focus, it's very much about one door shut and a new one's opening, okay? This is what you're wanting. You're wanting this fresh start. This is your goal. Subconsciously, I've got the Temperance card here, okay? It's really about this balance within yourself here, okay? I'm also sensing like this water come down over you. There's a lot of healing taking place at the moment, so you could well be worried about some ailment, but everything's shown to work out for the best, okay? And it's like you're taking one step at a time here, and you're kind of sort of not rushing in too deep too soon, okay? But it's balanced within yourself. So yeah, even though your mind is in control here and your focus, it's taken on board what your heart has to say, but not drowning in your emotions, because that was a mistake you made in the past, is that you were drowning your emotions. People would pull on your heartstrings, people would take advantage of your good nature. So just in touch with your feelings, just enough so that you don't cause any inner resentment. And then, of course, things on the outside will be a lot smoother for you. And when your mind and your heart work together in that way, then you just cut away forward. It's plain sailing, that's what I get here. Yeah, I mean, the advice here is shown by the Eight of Cups reversed, okay? It's very much a very karmic card here with the number 8. So there's been a lot of pushing and pulling, blowing hot and cold. But it's saying for things to kind of sort of build up again for you. It's very much about, you know, being more in touch with your feelings here, but at the same time using your mind as well. So it's very much like confirmation of this balance here between your heart and your mind. Okay, so your mind is like in control, like you've got this focus, but along the way you are kind of in touch with your heart. Okay, you're not neglecting your heart. Okay, and then there's a strong sense of something building up again in the sense of like this relationship situation. And it could well be what happens is that you step back from this situation, you put yourself into a position of power, if you like, where you control the situation rather than the situation control you. And I do feel one person in particular kind of chasing you and begging you, and then you have a choice. You know, you can say yes or no, maybe, you know, it's up to you. Whereas before you were like begging somebody else, or you were begging the situation. So it's a complete turnaround here for you. Yeah, I mean, the card on the outside, again, a very karmic card. It's the number 8, again, okay, the 8 of Swords in the reverse position. It's like you've been looking for an answer, and you could well have been having repeated experiences, like, you know, you've been stuck in this cycle, okay, but quite clearly it shows you're going to break free here, okay. And in fact, if you look at the card, it's got these swords in the ground which appear like the bars to a prison. You're tied up, you're blindfolded. It's reversed. The rope can just drop off, okay. You can take the blindfold off, turn around, see there's a gap between two of the swords, okay. It's very much in your hands. It's about using your mind, using your mentality. Yeah, I mean, it's all about the outside here. You know, I've got the Hermit card in the reverse position. So like the 9 of Pentacles reversed earlier, it's about putting on your glad rags. It's about getting out there. It's about enjoying yourself. You've already done so much soul searching, so much looking within, perhaps overthinking at times. Now things are kind of sort of turning around where you're starting to enjoy yourself, okay? You're starting to get out. You're starting to take up your hobbies and your pursuits. It's very, very positive, okay? I mean, your fear is that you're going to be dragged back, but the ball is rolling, okay? You set the ball in motion, or you set the wheel in motion, okay? And it's going forward now, okay? There's no going back, that's what I get. And then the final card is the Knight of Wands. So even though I do sense there is movement forward here, you will be kind of sort of pulled one way and then the other initially. And it can be quite challenging because of all these changes. People won't like it, and you're adjusting your course, which brings up those challenges which was mentioned earlier. But I do sense it's full steam ahead then for you, and you will go towards what you want. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. Thank you.